And I pulled up behind this car, a very expensive car, and I could tell that the guy in the expensive car also was wearing a really nice fancy suit that was probably expensive too. And the way I knew what he had on was because he was leaning halfway out the window of his car, yelling at whoever had given him his food. And I'm sitting back there behind him, wondering to myself, you know, what could have gone so fucking wrong with some food? And then as I get up to my turn to get my stuff, I look in this window and it's this kid, about 15 years old. And then as soon as I saw him, I was immediately overwhelmed with empathy for that rich old guy in the nice car, because I couldn't help but wondering to myself what kind of job he had, or whatever it was that he had to do all afternoon to turn him into like that kind of a tool by say about 5:15, 5:20 in the evening. And I was wondering what kind of life he was leading, and then as I was driving home, I made up these words, and then when I got home, I made up these chords to go with it. Well, I didn't make up the chords, but I mean, used some old chords from some old stuff. Vice President of Human Resources or something. He stood up and made a speech about how we would all have to work even harder now. I thought, harder now meant harder at what? I would give anything to get up and walk out of here, but I'm stuck on the corner of sanity and madness. Looking them over, can't see a difference. We're making money out of paper, paper out of trees. We're making so much money we can hardly breathe. You ought to hear the shit that I get from my daughter. She says that she can't stand the side of the car I bought her. It's gonna ruin her life forever if she can't ride a ragtop. Her and her mother spend my money pretty much non-stop. They're trying to break me for the sake of this neighborhood. They want everybody up and down the street to think we're doing good. We're stuck on the corner, sanity and madness. Looking them over, I can't see a difference. We're making money out of paper, paper out of trees. We're making so much money we can hardly breathe. Didn't even want to study economics. My parents made me because they said it would be practical. I can't make my kid do a goddamn thing I tell him to. That kid's an unrepentant radical. He is as unimpressed by all these plaques in my cubicle as I'm secretly impressed with his ability to get everything so completely irresponsibly. I'm stuck on the corner of sanity and madness. Yeah, I'm looking more. Money out of paper, paper out of trees. Making so much money we can hardly breathe. And now I'll have to call that little pecker Mr. Henderman. I drove home from work as mad as I had ever been, and then I nearly jerked this kid out of a drive-thru window. He said, will that be everything? I said, what would you know? You're looking at a man about to buy his kid a rag top. What are you driving? A bicycle, you little punk? I'm stuck